It began with a single choice, a moment where greed eclipsed brotherhood. Leo clutched the handwritten will, hiding the truth in his pocket forever. With that paper hidden, the world became his. He stood before a grand mansion, the new king of an empire built on a secret. While Leo claimed the gold, his brother Tom was left with nothing but a small toolbox and a note, wishing him luck in the world. Leo lived a life of ultimate luxury, sipping vintage champagne and private jets, yet the bubbles always felt like dust in his throat. Miles away, Tom wiped sweat from his brow in a cluttered garage. His hands were dirty, but his heart was light and free. Leo's days were a montage of expensive watches, flashing cameras, and the constant, exhausting pressure to maintain his golden facade. Tom found wealth in a different currency. A shared laugh with a friend over a job well done was all the gold he needed. But the lie began to rot Leo from within. He stared into his ornate mirrors and saw a stranger looking back with haunted eyes. He became a prisoner of his own success. High-tech locks and security cameras were supposed to keep him safe, but they only trapped him. Even the guard dogs couldn't bark away the silence of a guilty conscience. Every shadow in the mansion seemed to whisper the truth. Then came the inevitable. A simple piece of paper, a medical report, revealed that Leo's heart was failing under the weight of his life. He lay in a massive, lonely bed. The silk sheets were cold, and the silence of the room was louder than any party he'd hosted. When Tom entered the room, the atmosphere changed. He brought with him the warmth of a man who had nothing to hide. Leo looked at his brother's peaceful face and finally asked the question, "How can you be so happy with so little?" Leo reached for the heavy brass keys to the mansion, trying to hand over the empire he had stolen so many years ago. But Tom gently pushed them away. He didn't want the mansion or the gold. He already possessed the only wealth that mattered. Leo's hand fell limp onto the golden silk. The keys clattered softly, a final sound for a life spent chasing shadows. The mansion stood cold and monolithic against the night sky, a grand monument to a man who had everything, yet possessed nothing. In the end, peace is found not in what we own, but in the truth we carry. Is your peace of mind worth more than money?